Hey, today I'll be talking about episodes 16 through 18 of The Double. Steaming after the failed attack, Big Brother Lee has a private meeting with the local governor of Liueyang. It turns out that the man is working for a promised 1/10 of the Ye family's estate once they're toppled. The governor worries about making an enemy of the Jiangs now that Ali is involved, but Big Brother Lee tells him to proceed as planned, promising his father will take care of things on that end. Ali goes to see the governor. Though he neglected to let her know, today's the day the officials who are going to be looking into the brocades arrive. Lucky she didn't miss it. And it is a good thing she showed up because this governor is quite a slippery customer. He manages to convince the officials that Uncle Ye can't be released yet. Despite the lack of evidence, it is still a homicide case. He has a responsibility to his people after all. They go off to continue investigation and he confidently watches them go.
即便他们从此刻开始调查，那样他们也查不出什么来。
They head straight to the brocades where this man, an expert in fabrics, investigates the ones they just bought back from the villagers. He finds there is a hint of sweetness in the fragrance. By burning it, they figure out that it was tampered with after manufacturing. The culprit is tuoluo, a plant that can be ground up to produce a liquid that would cause people to exhibit the side effects that have been reported. It's also extremely expensive, so Jia points out how ridiculous it would be for the family to pay several times the cost of their actual item just to make a product that would kill their own customers and bankrupt their company.
应当是有人想要陷害叶家，故意在谷香段里面投了毒。
With help from her third uncle, Ali goes to the black market to track down the source of the flour. They find out that the last batch was completely bought out by what turns out to be a pharmacy. The courtesan Duke Su poisoned works with Duke Su to set up a trap for the man they're trying to catch, Chu Lan. They speak a different language though, and she ends up betraying them, telling the man where they're hiding. Well, if you can even call it a betrayal, she is after all only working with him for the antidote. It turns out that this is the man who tried to kill Duke Su way back in episode 1 before fluttering away. They fight and the man ends up stabbing the courtesan.
我弟弟，你背叛了组织，背叛了我，我又怎么会留他？去地下找他吧。
Well, if he treats even his co-workers like this. The fight continues on a rooftop, though I don't know how Duke Su expects to win with only a fan. Oh, it looks like Duke Su and his bros might still lose, but then reinforcements arrive. They manage to capture everyone except the main guy. Ali and her uncle go to Dafeng Pharmacy, but it's been boarded up. They send a servant over the wall to snoop around and see what he can find, which is right when the governor and his men show up.
江二娘子，够巧的呀。
He says he's here investigating a murder that apparently took place right here at the pharmacy. He asks if they've heard anything. Ali says they're just here for some buns.
生气了，切勿妄动。
报通府尹。
The police check the place out and report that 8 people inside the pharmacy have been brutally murdered. No survivors. And they've caught a suspect, the uncle's servant. This servant is loyal as hell and says he has no idea what's going on. He was just here to buy some medicine and only went over the wall to see what was up when no one answered. They take him back for interrogation and Uncle has no choice but to watch him dragged off as the governor proselytizes on the depths of darkness of the human soul and how he will not rest until justice is served. Madame Zhuo, that is second uncle's wife, goes to see the governor and try to save her husband. Finally, this is after all what all of this has been about. The governor very candidly tells her it's all very simple. Some higher-ups are trying to court Shijie and as such have tasked him with making their lives difficult until Shijie bends the knee. He says all of this can go away for a one-time payment of 10,000 gold. But act now as this is a special limited time offer and prices may go up.
你们欺人太甚！
哎，严重了，严重了。
Madame Zhuo knows better than to waste any more time with him and goes back to tell the girls. They know he's trying to bankrupt the family to force Shijie's hand, but there doesn't seem to be any other option. Losing that much money will put them out of business. Not only that, they will even need to sell their personal items to get the full amount. But what's more important than saving your family? They manage to put together the money, and Madame Zhuo again goes to see the governor. After letting her grovel for a bit, he cruelly tells her that unfortunately, they waited too long and the price has gone up. She ends up handing over the key to the Ye family vault. It holds all of their family heirlooms, literally the last items they have.